Hari Om Namaste. I am Chivito Koa here with the beautiful Living Enlightenment Foundation. And welcome to your 21 days of detoxifying the mind. Thank you so much for taking a stand and devoting yourself to do this very, very important detox. And in this short video, I want to share with you some very, very powerful ways, some simple mind shifts that will help you go into a nice deep state of meditation as well as deepen your practice over these next 21 days. I have many who come to me and they say, "Hey Chivito Ji, I cannot meditate for like more than 10 minutes. They say, my mind is full of my work and my relationships and all my stress and everything I need to do. And it's when I sit down in meditation, I see movies replaying, and I just cannot meditate for more than 10 minutes. So how can you bring yourself into this much deeper space? And here's the answer. See, meditation by itself, it is just a form. Just like asanas is just a form. What is important is like what is actually happening within the form. There's a story that my Baba told me. He was a very beautiful sadhu. He lives in India, and he has this thatched hut. And one of his disciples were there, and this very rich businessman came to meet with him. But Baba, he was out. And so the little disciple, he says, "Well, please sit here on this mat." But the merchant, this very wealthy merchant, didn't want to sit on a dirty mat. And so he kept pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He didn't find rest. He would not sit. So when Baba came back, the disciple shared, very enthusiastically what was happening with this wealthy merchant. He says he'd go back and forth, he wouldn't sit, he was very agitated, and then he left. And Baba said, "Well, of course, we are just but humble sadhus, we live in the dirt. He is a wealthy merchant. He could not find a place to rest." Right? So you see, our mind is very much the same as this merchant. We only want to find rest where we actually want to rest. Does that make sense? The mind will find rest where it actually wants to rest. In the meantime, if it's not in a comfortable space where it feels stable and secure, it is not going to find rest. Most of us are plunging our mind into this very deep state of agitation. Constantly throughout the day, we are replaying our agitations, our stresses about work, within our relationships of finding the right partners, and so forth. So on a 24-hour basis, and our mind is constantly being exposed to this, plus whatever the media is showing, the newspapers, the TV. Your mind is accustomed to this state of agitation. So when you try to sit down for a moment, just for 10 minutes to be in meditation, it's like taking a wild child who's never been disciplined and put him in a classroom and say, "Be still for 8 hours a day." It's not going to happen. So you have to guide your mind very lovingly to a place where it wants to rest. And where it wants to rest is in a place of love and gratitude. What happens when you are in love? Your heart expands. You want to be there. You want to bathe yourself in that experience. And so does the mind. And when you experience and fully of gratitude, what is happening? In that moment, you are experiencing the qualities of abundance. Because in gratitude, you're fully present in the moment. And in that fully moment, you have everything you absolutely need. So you want to very lovingly guide your mind someplace it can rest, and it's going to be in this beautiful state of love and gratitude. So how can you do that in meditation, right? So the mind has to be linked with the heart. The mind is trying to direct your concentration into a single focus. So in the next few videos, you're going to learn about the breath, deep diaphragmatic breathing, as well as the Ujjayi breathing. And here's the very special thing. When you are breathing, you want to breathe in with the sensations of love. Allow your whole body to be embodied by this sense of love. Every single movement of the breath, imbue it with love. As you exhale, you want to relax the whole body and imbue that with the sensation of gratitude. When you're doing this, every breath moves throughout the whole body. Every cell is touched by the breath. And when you bring in love, every cell is being touched by love. Every time you exhale, every cell is being touched by gratitude. There is a story my Baba told me, that this gentleman had came to him, a young man. He had fallen in love. And him and his love were about to get married. But then she found another man. And she went off and actually married him. And he said, "Baba, please help me find peace. All I ever see is this woman that I loved. Night and day she appears in front of my mind. Moment by moment she's always appearing in my thoughts. Baba, please help me find peace." Baba says, "Well, it's very simple. Find a new woman and fall in love again, and you can marry them, and the visions will stop." And the man said, "But this is not possible. She is constantly in my mind. I don't want her in mind. I'm not trying to remember her. I want her gone so I can have my peace." So this beautiful man who had fallen in love, he did not chant his love's name as a mantra intention. He did not worship her and touch her feet as we do the Guru. But nonetheless, he had loved her so much that she became a part of his heart. And once something becomes a part of your heart, it will appear in front of you moment by moment, day by day. So in this same way, when you are finding your meditation, you need to imbue this space with so much love that you naturally want to rest there. And that throughout the day you will remember this beautiful practice of just breathing. Fall in love with the breath. Savor the breath. And this will be a natural rhythm for you throughout all of your day. And if you do this, it becomes very, very easy to go into a state of meditation very quickly. And the mind and your heart and your whole being is going to want to stay there. And that's so beautiful. So that's a very, very powerful mind shift. And just by practicing this little bit, it will dissolve all the anxieties in your day. It will diminish your stress. It will open up your heart. And when you open your heart, it's going to resonate there, so you're going to attract that in your life back to you. Very beautiful practice. So fall in love. Fall in love with your breath. Fall in love with the self within. And you will be aware of the breath, every breath, throughout your whole day. So, many blessings to you on your 21 days of detoxing the mind. I am Chigo Tokoa, and I am so honored to serve you. So, Hari Om and Namaste.